It is Monday, March 7th, and welcome to Odds Wizard, where we bet for fun by betting together. Yesterday, we did not have any picks. There were just no games I really liked yesterday, plus I was on the road, so it made it really hard to get a video out. So I'm going to make up for it today with some good picks. I'm going to start by reviewing our Saturday picks. So this is why we do this. It made Saturday so much fun to watch. We went 2 for 3, but the one we lost was the Texas-Kansas game. We had Texas plus 6.5 points. They lost by 7. And they lost in overtime. Suddenly, they kept the game close the entire time, and then they couldn't score anymore when it got to overtime, and they had a foul with seconds left that was needless, that literally cost us the Cauldron on Saturday. But it was so much fun to watch. The Heat smoked the 76ers, so we knew that bet was closed by the fourth quarter. And USC plus 7.5, how much did they win by? They won, or how much did they lose by? They lost by 7. So they didn't win, but they covered our bet, which is the whole point. That's why we use spreads, to make these a little more fun if we're going to put a little sprinkle on these games. Tonight, we've got 2 NBA picks for you and 1 NHL pick. I was hoping there would be an MLS game tonight I could pick or something else fun, but pretty much the only thing going tonight is hockey and basketball. I wore my Cardinals shirt today in hopes that they can finally end this lockout today. Otherwise, our picks in July are going to be highlight and who knows what else. Freeze tag. I mean, that's pretty much all that they're going to have in July if we don't have baseball. So I'm hoping they end the lockout today so we can get those picks. To our picks today, I'm going to start with our first NBA pick. It's going to be the Bulls plus 7 points at Philadelphia. That game is tonight at 7 o'clock. The Bulls are on a 4-game losing streak, which is crazy for them because they've been so good this season. In those 4 games they've lost, though, they've only lost 3 of them, or 3 of the losses are by 6 points or less. So they've kept the losses really close, and they're all versus really good teams like the Bucks and the Suns, teams that have a good chance to win it all. So while the Bulls have lost 4 straight, they've been versus very good teams. Philly is another very good team, especially whenever Harden plays. He did not play the other night. It was a late scratch, which helped us get our win. He should play tonight at home, so that makes a big difference in this game. But 7 points is a lot against a really good team for Philadelphia to cover, so I'm going to take the Bulls plus 7. If this game was in Chicago, I might even take the Bulls outright. They're plus 225 underdogs for this game, which means for every dollar you put in, you get 225 in profit, which is huge. But I don't think they can pull it off in Philadelphia. This is where that home court advantage plays an advantage. But I do think they should be able to keep it within 7 points. Our second NBA game tonight is what I think is going to be the closest game. Many of the games tonight had 14, 15-point spreads. This is the only one with a spread of 2 points or less. I'm going to take the Jazz to beat the Mavericks, and that's at plus 110. So that game is tonight at 8:30. The Mavericks are actually 2-point favorites in this game, but it's a coin flip, okay? If it's a coin flip, I'm going to take the plus odds. The Jazz are a very good road team. They actually are like 18-11 on the road, which is really, really solid in the NBA. They beat the Mavs by 5 in Utah just a few weeks ago. So as far as like a team matchup goes, they play well against each other. But here's the thing. I tend to root for the Mavs to win. This is what we call an emotional hedge pick, okay? Let me explain that. If the Mavs win and I lose my bet, I'm okay. If the Mavs happen to lose and I win my bet, it's not doubling my losses by picking the teams I love, okay? So that's why we do some of these. Like if the Cardinals play, I'm rarely going to pick the Cardinals to win, if ever, because when they lose, it's a double shot to the gut. If I pick the Cardinals to lose and they win, okay, I lost my $1 bet, but the Cardinals won, and that's the important thing. That's the same thing I'm doing tonight with the Mavs. I don't have a vested interest in the Jazz, but the Mavs are probably one of my top 3 favorite NBA teams. So if they win, I'm still okay. But our pick is for the Jazz to beat them tonight. And like I said, that's tonight at 8:30. Our last pick is going to be our NHL pick tonight. Again, you had a bunch of huge margins in tonight's game. There was only one where I thought the teams were matched pretty well, and that is the Flames and the Oilers. That is tonight at 9:30 on ESPN+. We're going to take the Flames to beat the Oilers outright. The Flames have won 3 of their last 5 games. Before that, they had a 10-game winning streak. So are the Flames flickering? We're going to find out tonight against an Oilers team that knows how to score. Okay? Here's the thing. Calgary knows how to score too. They've put up 5 to 7 goals in 4 of their last 5 games. They just don't have the big names that the Oilers do. They do have something the Oilers do not have, and that is a big D. Okay? The Flames are much better at keeping opponents off the scoreboard than the Oilers are. At the trade deadline, I think the Oilers are going to go out and probably get a defenseman and a goalie, but we're not there yet. That's why we're taking the Flames over the Oilers. This is a big hockey night in Canada matchup. So for our Canadian fans, this is going to be the game that they're definitely going to be watching. Honestly, it's to see who's probably one of the top 3 teams in Canada this year. You've got the Flames, the Oilers, and the Maple Leafs, and nobody can count on the Maple Leafs because they usually lose in the first round anyway, which I don't mind in the slightest. If you take all of our picks tonight and you put them in the cauldron, you get the odds are 5-13. Okay, so let me review those picks. We've got the Bulls plus 7 points at Philadelphia. You've got the Jazz to beat the Mavs in Dallas tonight, and we have the Flames over the Oilers, and that's actually in Calgary. Okay, so follow along, get involved, comment. Feel free to shoot me your picks that you hate. I know somebody that's going to hate this Jazz pick, even though it's an emotional heads pick. But hey, that's how we have to bet for fun. Okay, that's the whole point, is making these bets more fun for us to watch sports by using these bets to kind of hedge emotionally or just to give us a rooting interest. Okay, either way, hope your week starts great. Have a great Monday, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck with your bets.